And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill, Mitchell Parker. What do we have on him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And that's in the dirt.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, gold gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Cruz under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Hitless of the first two games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Next offering is downstairs.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And there's the strike. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That was pretty nasty.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Teoscar Hernandez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Hits the fence, and the Dodgers score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
So runner at second, 2 down. The batter now will be Will Smith. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
And that one is inside. Out to short. Nunez tosses to first, and they get the out on Smith. They limit the damage here, but a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff.
Muncy. Rojas for one. On to Freddie. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Luis Garcia.
And now it's Luis Garcia. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first, and that is that. Back in Washington, D.C., and now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And that one hit to first, and that squirts through. And a good start to the inning.
Waste no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here comes Max Muncy. Swings through that. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Next offering is fouled back. Center field. Cruz. And it's caught for the out. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Off the plate inside. And that's ball one. Edman in his 6th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it.
Nunez takes it himself for one. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Edman around second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Mookie Betts now. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Ball.
2 on, 2 outs.
1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cruz makes the grab, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Paul DeJong up to the plate. That just misses, and that's ball 1. DeJong launched a homer in his most recent game. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Next offering is down low. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Batting 5th.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Little chopper rolls foul. 1 out, bases empty. fly ball to right. Pages moving under this one, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
On a line, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Nope, he held back.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Pages puts it away, and the inning is over. Parker back to work. Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That one pushed to the left and foul. That's off the mark. 1-1.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Freeman hits it in the air. Cruz on the move to the gap. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Hernandez with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And a good eye there.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Over to first. That's the third. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in is the speedy Nasim Nunez. Swinging a foul straight back.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Ball. 1-1.
Gets the outside corner with that one. And a ball evens the count. Got him swinging. Now 1 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? Double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Dylan Cruz stands in now and watches strike 1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And it's 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ahmed Rosario.
Rosario in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that is out of play. The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side. And we're back at the plate. Will Smith. Sends it across the first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. And that's a fair ball.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. It really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
Muncy stands in here, takes ball one low. And that one is downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Swinging a foul straight back. Man at first, 1 away.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Ripped on a line. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Call settles under it and makes the catch. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom 4, and now up for Washington, James Wood. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
You know, part of the key to making that back foot slider so effective as a strikeout pitch is being in an advantage count as a pitcher. You really put that hitter at the plate on the defense when you get ahead 0-2. So a tight slider that bores in on you looks like something you have to go after.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That one misses. The count now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time.
Muncy to second, pulls him off the bag. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out. First and second, 1 out. Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. Tying run and scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
Nice stop to his knee. The throw can hang on. Trey Lipscomb digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. And the slider just misses. Rojas measures 6 feet even, 36 years old, usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so much.
Fly ball down the line. Call. Makes the catch for the out. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts. Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And it's fouled away. That's a little bit low. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a pop-up. Lipscomb drops into the glove. 2 away now. Here's Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. And that one in the air center field. Cruz should have this one. And that is that. So they go. The pitch. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yamamoto.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Trying to bunt his way on. Tosses across to first. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Number 68 looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Law warming up as well. That one catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. That's to third. Fair ball. And he can't come up with it. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hand.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career.
Number 68.
Strike on the inside corner. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away. Now it's going to be Andy Pajas. He's 2 for the Dodgers going with a pitch hitter. Michael Conforto looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he chases a high fastball there.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
There's a swing and a miss.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And it remains 2-2. That one missing inside.
Full count.
Max Muncy up next for the Dodgers. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. One left. Staying in the game on defense, Michael Conforto. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's through for a hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Hard hit, base hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Well, come back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Derek Law.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Wood settles under it. And out number 1 on the grab. And here comes Tommy Edman. That misses. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Number 6. 1 out. The base is empty for him. Into left center for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So up next, Miguel Rojas. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fastball right back to the mound. Gets it to first, and now 2 gone. And now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Breaking ball misses down and away. battling here as he fouls it away. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Brings it in, and that is that. So remaining in the game defensively, number 6, he is a pinch hitter, but this might get interesting. Not a position he's used to playing here. Also entering the game, James Outman. He'll be patrolling center field. Lipscomb in the box now. Takes strike 1. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive, base hit. Next to hit for the Nats, Alex Call. There's a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
In the dirt, and it's 2-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitches in there. 2-2 now. Got him swinging.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there. Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come.
It appears Dave Roberts. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Evan Phillips.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Swing and a foul out of play. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. So the Nats leave a pair. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose A. Ferrer.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think that's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Next pitch is outside. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Next to the dish is Freddie. 1 for 3. And that's outside. Ferrer, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Missed with a changeup. Now 3-1. Freeman will take his base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
1 down. Teoscar Hernandez will hit next.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
0-1. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. There's the strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ground ball left side, could be two. There's one. Ow! The double play ends the inning. Ready? Lake Trinan comes on now. He's been so good against lefties. And that one is in for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Now 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. That's in there. It's 0-1. Trying to hold a one-run lead near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. There's the strike. Way out front for strike two.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Strike three went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. And now the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on, popped up left side. Muncy settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that is the third. And we're back. We go to the ninth, and now Michael Conforto.
39. Lucas Sims.
Hard hit, right side. The throw to first. He's out. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Max Muncy. A little out front there as he swings through it. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jackson Rutledge looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Williams also throwing. On to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 down, bases empty. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
There's a swing and a drive. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. So runner at second, 2 down. Miguel Rojas, the next to hit. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. On the ground right side, Garcia fires over to first, and that is that. Back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tanner Scott.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Yeah, the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Kicks and deals. And the count 1-2. A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging for the K, and they're down to their last out. Now Nasim Nunez, and a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.